Hello everyone. In this video, we will explore about the distributed system in OS. Before we start the session, I give a small introduction for this one. The distributed system is nothing but the collection of independent computer that working together as a single system. And it is play a major role in today's world because it is used in cloud computing, blockchain, and real-time application. Unlike centralized system, the tasks are distributed across multiple machines. It holds some characteristics that are scalability, fault tolerance, concurrency, transparency, resource sharing, and decentralization. In this, the characteristic scalability can add more computer easily, and then the fault tolerance. The system keep working even in some part or fail, so it will tolerate the fault which is happened in the distributed system. And in then concurrency, it is a very important role in the distributed system because the multiple tasks run at the same time, so it is very important in this system, right? And then the transparency, the user doesn't see the complexity behind the system from the use of the transparency characteristic of the distributed system. And it is used for the resource sharing, and it also the decentralization system also. And it has some types of distributed system. They are client server model, peer to peer network, cluster computing, grid computing, and cloud computing. In this, I first see the client and server model. The client server model is nothing. The central server provides services to multiple clients. So here it is used in web application, databases, and enterprise systems. And it is reliably modeled for a distributed system but needs redundancy to overcome limitations. In this slide, I have the diagrammatic represent for the client server model. Here, the server provide the services to multiple clients. Is that right? So the server plays a major role to provide the services to the many clients. And then we discuss about the peer-to-peer network. The peer-to-peer network in the decentralized network where all nodes share resources directly without a central service server. So here the node are denoted as the peer, and it is used in sharing, blockchain, and decentralized applications. Because of that, the peer-to-peer network provide high scalability and reliant systems. In this slide, I gave the diagrammatic represent for the peer-to-peer network. Is sees like it is has no server, but all the nodes are connect and easily to share the resources without the use of central server. And then we discuss about the clusters computing. It is also the group of interconnected computer, that is node, that is working as the single system. So it is also same as the peer-to-peer network, but it is used as a high performance computing, and it is usually in data processing and scientific simulations. In this, the cluster computing in the definition, a group of computer is acting as one. So it can be described in this slide. It is represented. It is multiple computers that working as a single system for increasing the performance. And then we discuss about the grid computing. The grid computing is a distributed computing over different location because the network of geographically distributed computer working together to solve complex problem. So for this purpose, the grid computing is used as widely. And for from above we have to we have learned some ACHs in the peer-to-peer and cluster computing. But in the grid computing, it is used in scientific resources, so it has a wide used area, right? And then the cloud computing. The cloud computing is a technology that delivers computing resources, and it is used in web hosting, data storage, SaaS, and application and AI processing. In this slide, I have the small representation of the cloud computing. That is the cloud that is used for computing resources. It is a technology that is used for computing resources, and the data can be stored in the cloud like structure. So here the computer and telephones are easily connected to this cloud. So for this the cloud computing is used in wide applications. And then we will learn about the architecture of the distributed system. The architecture of the distributed system has mainly in three types. There are layered architecture, middleware based architecture, and service oriented architecture. The layered architecture is organized in separate functional layer. For example, the structure of layer. So it seems like the first, second, and third layer, so on. So the it is same as the name, the layered structure, layered architecture. So it is organized into separate functional layer here. And then the middleware based architecture. The middleware enables communication between the distributed components. So here the middleware plays a major role in the systems. And then the service oriented architecture, so it is short as SOA. And it is the middleware enables communication between distributed components, right? But it is services interact via centralized or standardized protocols here. And then we discuss about the comparisons with the centralized system. Because the distributed system, we have I already learned that distributed system is a decentralized one, right? So it has the comparison with the centralized systems. The futures are the scalability, fault tolerance, performance, and complexity. In the distributed system, the scalability is high, the fault tolerance strong, and the performance load balancing, and it has a high complexity. But in the centralized system, it has limited scalability, weak tolerance, and potential beat factors for the performance and low complexity. Here, in the distributed system, we have the fault tolerance. For that, the in any fault in the system means the fault tolerance will help you to improvise the system. But in the centralized system, the fault tolerance is weak. For this reason, the centralized system, it has a less performance when compared to the distributed systems. And then we have the small interesting topic here, that is a real world example and case study that is based on the distributed system. The distributed system has a major as a major role in our today life, because the Google search engine, that is a Google used for fox indexing because of the cloud structure, right? And then in the Bitcoin and blockchains, these are working under the peer-to-peer transaction. So with has no central authority. In here the Bitcoin and blockchains are only based on the peer-to-peer transaction with no central authority. And then the Netflix and YouTube, so here the CDN for global serving or global streaming also. And then the final Amazon website, Amazon Web Services, it is comes under the distributed computing. And we discuss the challenges in distributed system. They are synchronization issues, network latency, security concerns, and fault management. Here the synchronization issues which is happened in the distributed system are it ensuring the data consistency across nodes. So for this reason the synchronization issue will be happened in the distributed systems. And then the network latency. The network latency is in simple word, it keeping the data in delay transfer, in delay, or it is delay the data to transfer between the distributed components. And then the security concerns are security risk. In the security concerns, the cyber attacks and unauthorized access can be followed in the distributed system because of the security concern. And then the vulnerability like cyber attacks and unauthorized access can be possible in the distributed systems. And then the fault management. The fault management can occur when in the handling node failure efficiently. So when the handling node fail efficiently, the fault management will occur in the distributed system. And then the security concern in the distributed system are data privacy risk and cyber threats and attention and authorization, authentication and authorization. And then we will discuss about the future trends in distributed system. They are AI and machine learning integration, edge computing, cloud computing, and decentralized internet. In this, an AI and machine learning integration, smarter distributed are used for the decision making process, and the edge computing is used for processing data which is closer to the source to reduce the latency. Because if the data is very close to the source means we have reduced the latency term, right? So in this future trend, the edge computing play a major role in that. And then cloud computing, the cloud computing is encasing in a computational power for distributed network. So for the future trend list, the cloud computing play a crucial role in the distributed system. And then finally, the decentralized internet, that is a web 3.0. It has peer-to-peer services, eliminate it wants peer-to-peer services to eliminating the centralized control for the systems. And then we finally reach the conclusion for this distributed system. The distributed system enhances scalability, fault tolerance, and efficiency. And it is used in cloud computing, big data, finance, and entertainment. And more, the first future advancement will focus on AI, security, and decentralization. So these are the main things which will happen in the distributed system. Uh, Last but the least, we have the small glance for this distributed system. I guess start from the starting. For the first topic in this system, we will learn about the introduction for this one, and will be what is distributed system, and have the small knowledge about the characteristic of the distributed system. And we have learned the types of distributed system, that are client server model, peer-to-peer network, and peer-to-peer network, and cluster computing, and grid computing, and cloud computing. After that, we have the small knowledge about the architecture of distributed system, and we have the small topic session with the comparison of centralized system. And then we have study the case study and real world examples. Finally, we have to face the challenges in distributed system. And then the concerns, that is the security concerns which will happen in the distributed systems. And finally, we have the small introduction and the future trends, that is useful for everyone, I think, right? And then we lastly touch with the conclusion. The final session is question. So here I hope everyone will learn about something from in my presentation of the topic distributed system. Thank you for everyone to listening to my lecture. Thank you.